Well, hey there, well friends, it's Dal King in here from the Wellbeing Weekly. This week I've got 25 minutes to get you ready for bed. So I think it's 4 of my favourite poses to really unwind and unravel and unpack the day that was. Lots of time for processing. We particularly start and initiate that processing with some focused breath work. And it's like this transition, the threshold, detail and drama or intensity or stress of your day, and then creating space for a really restful, blissful, nourishing night's sleep. So a bit of breath work and a bit of stretching and unwinding. And with that in mind, I'm going to ask you to put on your really comfy clothes, or it might be even that you put on your PJs. You'll see I've got my bed socks on, so I'm really comfy, I'm really warm. As best you can, soundproof your area so it can be more of a serene environment, so you can make a seamless transition from this practice into bed. And all that I'm going to ask you to have to hand is some kind of support for when we lie down and when we fold forwards. Now I'm traveling at the moment. I'm in this really beautiful mountaintop, I'm going to call it a retreat, a retreat for myself, down in Queenstown in New Zealand. And so I don't have my usual yoga bolster to hand. If you have a bolster, great, use that. Otherwise, I've got 2 really firm pillows that I'm using. You could get really creative and roll up your yoga mat like a sausage roll and then make that a bit more padded and comfy with wrapping a blanket or a towel around it. So take your time to make yourself warm, comfortable, get those props to hand, and we'll get you set up for a really restful night's sleep. Okay, so first let's get started lying down on our backs, and you'll see I've used 2 firm pillows. If you've got a yoga bolster, help yourself to that, or anything that can just give you a little bit of cushioning and a little bit of elevation underneath your spine. You can of course do this completely lying flat on your back as well. So just find some support that feels useful to you. And bring the soles of your feet together. Just check in with your knees, dropping your knees wide out to the side. If you have any previous challenges in your knees, if there's been any inflammation in the past or any injury there, you might grab a rolled up towel or a block to put underneath that knee to support it, because we will be here for a little while. And then if you do have pillows or yoga bolster, you want a little bit of a gap between your lower back, your sacrum, and the base of the pillows and the bolster, just so as to not over exaggerate the curve of your lower back. So there can be a lot of length and space there. So you recline yourself back, get really nice and comfy. Let your pelvis be heavy. Bones of your spine be heavy. You might give yourself a little wiggle side to side. Allow your collarbones to smile wide apart and the head of your arm bones to soften towards the floor, just stretching open the space in the front of your ribs there. And then release your arms down by your sides with your palms upturned and let your fingertips just naturally curl in. Enjoy a few rounds of exaggerated breath. Just to notice that you're bringing your awareness into your body. And also to scan your body from top to bottom, side to side, front and back. And notice anywhere in your body that isn't quite as comfortable as you'd like it to be. And move and adjust however you need, so you can come into this place of comfort and ease, where it can be really nourishing for your nervous system. That's it. Just as best you can, give all your weight down into gravity. And that will lessen the requirement for the tissues in your body to hold and grip and create tension and stress. And then support your nervous system and the tissues of your body even further by following this breath count with me. And what I'm going to do is slowly add on a count. But if at any stage the count gets too much for you, if it feels like a real struggle, there's a lot of effort, Just come back to a breath count that feels really real and true for you, where there isn't the struggle and the over-efforting involved. And every now and then I'll add in a pause between breath. And again, just notice if there's struggle involved in maintaining that pause. Consciously let go of the struggle and come back to your breath, your even, natural, rhythmic breath, however it is showing up for you today. So staying just as heavy as you are. First, let's inhale together and exhale completely. And inhale 3, 2, 1. Exhale 3, 2, 1. 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 Inhale 3, 2, 1. And pause. Exhale 3, 2, 1. And pause. Inhale 3, 2, 1. And pause. Exhale 3, 2, 1. And pause. Inhale 3, 2, 1. Exhale 3, 2, 1. Inhale 3, 2, 1. Exhale 3, 2, 1. Keep following that same breath count for yourself for a few rounds. Really inviting the breath to not only expand down into your lungs, but to really fill your belly and fill your pelvis. So there's a real wave-like motion of your breath coming in through your nose and flooding all the way down your spine into your belly on the inhale. Then releasing from your belly and washing all the way back up your spine and out through your nose on the exhale. And a few more rounds just like that yourself. And adding a breath count together. Inhale 3, 2, 1. Exhale 3, 2, 1. Adding a count now. Inhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 4, 3, 2, 1. And pause. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. And pause. Inhale 4, 3, 2, 1. And pause. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. And pause. Now adding on a breath count. Inhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and pause. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and pause. Inhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and pause. And exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and pause. Now last round, adding on one more count. Inhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause and hold. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause and hold. Inhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause and hold. And exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause and hold. Then come back to your natural rhythmic breath. Allow it to be easy. Allow it to flow. Inhaling through your nose, pouring down your spine to your belly. And exhaling from your belly all the way back up your spine and out through your nose. Notice how that quality of breath might have shifted how you feel about what's here, about your day, about how you are. And slowly blinking your eyes open, just to be aware of the room you're in. Take your hands to the outside of your thighs. You were there for a while, so use your hands to press your thighs and your knees together. Then walk your feet as wide as your mat and allow your knees to knock together, just to settle the top of your thigh bones and the hip sockets nice and deeply. So massage out any residue tension or stickiness there. And try and stay as heavy in a would use the term syrupy, kind of like liquid honey. So as syrupy as you can. As you roll off over to your side, and gently press yourself upright. And reach around and find your blankets or your bolster or your pillows. Take a supported child's pose. Bringing your big toes together, moving your knees out wide, just checking in to see if you need any padding there under your knees or behind the back of your knees. Allow your pelvis to reset and ground towards your feet. Then walk your fingertips forwards, framing your support as you allow each vertebra of your spine to just kind of drip down and settle down onto that support. And then you can give that support a big hug and lift it up into you so your belly and your chest can really vibe with that support. And then come to rest on your right cheek, looking over your left shoulder. And once more, just creating the conditions to really release and let go as you check your body and there's a level of discomfort. Just see if you can just shift your weight slightly or shift the support slightly so there is more comfort accessible to you. And it also comes through the way in which you breathe, the quality of your breath and your focus on your breath. You might come back to the breath count that I just offered to help you find that support, that comfort, that ease. Continuing to feed your breath all the way down into your belly, into the bowl of your pelvis. Allow all your bones to remain really heavy, and all you're going to do is lift your head up just enough to come to rest on your opposite cheek. Rest on your left cheek, look over your right shoulder and settle in there into all that support. Carving out a little bit more space and a little bit more ease with every breath. And enjoy a few more rounds of breath here. Just acknowledging that there's nothing you need to make happen. There's nowhere you need to go. There's nothing you need to be. Just here with your breath. Lifting your head up just enough. Reset your hands under your shoulders and apply just enough effort into your hands to lift your torso back up. Keep your props as they are. And reset. So you're now sitting on the floor, or it might be that you sit on a block or a blanket or roll up the back of your mat, just so your pelvis is elevated enough for the top of your pelvis to tip forwards. It's almost like the contents of your belly could kind of just spill open there. If you're really sitting back and hanging back, that's undoing all of this good work to unravel and unwind and get you really set for bed. So we want to find optimum posture here of the top of the sacrum tilting forward so you can grow really tall through the spine, and that breath, that clarifying, cleansing, vitalizing and sleep-inducing breath can permeate throughout your entire body. If you're here, it's like a kink in a hose and it's going to get stuck. So adjust your seat as you need, sitting up upon something as you need. Set your props out in front of you. Have your second toes and your kneecaps pointing up to sky. And keep that in your legs as you bring your props towards you, so you can settle yourself down over that support. And it might be that you remain quite upright and you just fold your props and you rest your forearms on your props and release your head down. It could be really good. And just depending what's available to you today, just maintaining support, preferencing comfort, preferencing ease. And you might grab an extra cushion or a block to rest your forehead on. You might come to rest on either cheek like we did in child's pose. Just set yourself up, and then once you're there, minimize the fidgeting, minimize the potential for any distraction, and pour all your awareness into the rhythm and flow and metronome of your breath. Perhaps choosing a breath count from earlier to stay really immersed in. And acknowledging that when you lose your breath count, anytime you get distracted, and you might acknowledge whether that is a sensation that you get entangled in, or it's a thought, something from the past, or something you're anticipating in the future. Just acknowledge that. Follow it through to its completion. Create space for it to be processed with your breath. Then come back to your breath count. And staying heavy in your legs. Walk your hands back under your shoulders. Peel your spine up. Move your props off to the side for a moment. And pick up the back of your legs and lean back. And windscreen wiper your knees side to side. And just to flush out any final residue, little bits of stress or detail or drama from your day. In the last pose, similar setup to how we began, with props underneath your spine. And you have one of two options here. It can be legs outstretched, or knees knocking together, just as something really restorative just before bed. Or if you're like me and you tend to hold a lot of tension in the front of your legs and your thighs, your groins, your hip flexors, then this could be quite a nice option, but only if you have the capacity to ground your hips down onto your mat or onto a block, and there's no pain in your knees. There's no pain in your knees and there's no pain in the ankles. So just check in with that. If the hips don't come quite down to the ground, a cushion or a block can be really helpful, but that will also mean you'll need a little bit of extra height in what you're lying back upon. Again, just to protect the spine, and that there's going to be a real exaggerated curve of the lower back there. So check in with that shape, clicking your pinkies, toes down, thighs grounded, hips settled onto some support. And then walk your fingertips back, and you can move your hips forward so to kind of scoop your sit bones underneath you towards the back of your knees, and then drape yourself back on your support. And you can place your hands to the top of your thighs and invite them to really ground and settle even more. And check in once more. Lower back feels okay, knees feel okay, ankles feel okay. If not, you make the choice to come back out and straighten your legs. At any stage you can make that choice. And then your arms could be outstretched with your palms up. Or if you notice that today you've really been struggling to feed your breath into your belly, you might place your hands on your belly, just as a reminder that the most restoring thing you can do before sleep is to enjoy these deep belly breaths. So make a choice for you. And then settle in there. And fill that choice with breath, easeful, natural, rhythmic. Almost like a lullaby. The whisper of the breath flowing in and flowing out. And flowing in and flowing out, and flowing in and flowing out. Good. And you could stay in this shape for a little while longer. You could stretch your legs out for a minute or two, or go put your legs up the wall for a minute or two. Just rounding off and completing your practice however you need to make a really nice seamless transition into bed. If you need a little bit more movement, do that. If you want to sit in seated meditation as a final portion to processing your day and creating the conditions for a really deep, blissful night's sleep, then do that. Just set yourself a timer for a few minutes. Honor yourself in the process. And my hope is that you have a really blissful kind of drool on the pillow night's sleep. So thank you for being here, and thank you for being you. Namaste.